Hey, everybody. Welcome to The Experience, live with Russ and Scott.
Welcome to The Experience, live with Russ and Scott.
Special thank you to our sponsors, the Gillette Home team of Keller Williams and Laura Gillette. For all your real estate needs, go to teamgillette.com. And H&R Block of Albany, Corvallis, Lebanon, and Kaiser. For more information on your tax preparation needs, call 541-928-6432. Good morning, everybody. Woo-hoo. Welcome to The Experience live with Russ and Scott. How you doing, Scott?
I am great. I am loving the backdrop you've got there.
Yes.
Thanks to Laura Gillette for letting you invade their office. In fact, they gave you a key, right?
Oh yeah, she's such a good friend. I roll in here. I've got my that's the wrong one. Wrong
Yeah,
mug.
you've got
Okay.
a blank mug. That's nice.
I had a Gillette Home team mug. I don't know what happened to that one. So anyway,
rocking
I did
the black
have
hole today.
Yes, no, it is amazing the fact that I have great friends like this and sponsors that we're able to do this on location, which is great. Promotes them as well. I love the sunshine behind me too. That's what I'm.
It's going to
really
be a
loving.
beautiful day here in the Northwest.
Oh my goodness, yes,
Yeah.
it is for sure. Yeah. So Scott, how are you doing this morning? What you got going on?
You know, I'm great. Last week was Podfest, and I'll tell you, I had a huge amount of FOMO because Podfest was 4 days in Orlando, Florida, and I wanted to go but didn't go, wasn't able to go. But thank you to Andrew Weiss, who is the marketing guy, and in fact, we love Andrew. He got virtual tickets for both my wife and I, so we were able to attend the virtual track, and I just went because, well, first of all, I was really excited about just what I would learn and supporting Andrew. But something unexpected happened. I learned about a new app called Owl, and that's OWWLL. So 2 W's, 2 L's.com, owl.com.
Wow.
And it's a new app out there, and it connects experts with people who need expert advice. And right now, because it's in the beta, it's all of the experts, and by the way, I'm now one of them. It's $1 for 10 minutes, $2 for 20 minutes, and all kinds of expertise on there. But if people want to reach out to me, I'll send them a code, and you'll get a $10 credit. So you can talk to 10 different experts for free. And then you can also apply to be an expert on Owl. And so
that's amazing.
Yeah, I reach out to me. I'll send you the link, and then you'll get a $10 credit, and life is good. Owl.com.
I bet our guests today, Kara and Ian, we know they're already experts. They're probably miles ahead of us. They're probably already on Owl, but you know what? To find
I hope
that
so.
out.
I hope so.
But
Yeah.
hey, I just wanted to let everybody know that we are so glad you're here. Don't forget, we're here every Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And before this, we're on Instagram Live, and we're doing the experience backstage where we're preparing, getting ready to go live. And our friend Shree from Houston, Texas, is always on with us on Wednesday mornings at 6:30 a.m. PDT. And after this, at 10:30 a.m. PDT, we have the Experience Live Mastermind, which is all around live streaming. If you're experienced or you're just getting started, there is something for you. It's an amazing community that we're building, and we'd love to have you part of that. Go to russhedge.com or dscottsmith.com for information on that, and we'd love to have you part of that. So I'm also just wanted to tell you guys that we were talking this morning on backstage, Scott and I and Shree, about what happens when you make mistakes and, how do you work through things? And we've had a bunch of them between all of us. This Thursday, I have a special Russ Rios live show at 4 p.m., which is titled, What If I Make a Mistake? Fears in Business. And it's going to be really good. I have a panel of amazing guests. So tune in 4 p.m. PDT. It'll be on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube like usual. And for this show, don't forget to go to the experience.video to sign up for our YouTube page, all the past episodes, and you get notifications when you hit that bell for the new shows coming up. So we're super excited about that.
Absolutely.
So I think without any further ado, let's get this show started.
Let's get to our guests, because that's why people are here. It's It should be the Experience Live with remarkable guests. Oh, and Russ and Scott are there too, but don't worry about them.
That's right. Well, and to make us look better, we always go ladies first. Kara Campuzano is in the house. Hello, Kara.
Hi, good morning.
How are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic, bright and early. You got me out of bed at 5 when I normally roll out at 6:30. So.
Well, you are such a great friend. Thank you, Kara.
You're welcome.
I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed to know you. In the short time we've known each other, you're just an amazing person. And I love all that you're doing. I was joking that I want to be Kara when I grow up. You're doing great things, not only in video, but on social media and all those things. So I'm going to let you tell the folks about that, though. So give them a little snapshot about Kara and what you got going on.
Yeah. So Kara wasn't always a business owner, so for 16 years, my whole life was hospitality and tourism, and doing the sales and marketing for that industry and working for like hotels and convention centers. And 2 years ago, that all changed. And so I made, as people say, I just did what I needed to do to survive, but I made lemonade out of lemons, took the best part of what I did in the hospitality industry and started my marketing company. And it went through phases. I started with consulting and some coaching and dabbled in social media management. Well, what I found is everybody wants social media management. Everybody wants help. They want to focus on the operations of their business. So they just say, here, take over our accounts. And so I really niched down. And I think as you're growing, that's really important, because it's best to do one thing right and to do it well instead of trying to, wear all the hats and do everything. So I turned into a full service social media management agency at the beginning of this year. And KC Creative offers social media management, photography, and videography for your social media. And what a fun experience that has been, working with multiple different industries, from real estate professionals to landscaping companies and wildland firefighting companies. It's just, I just feel blessed to be able to take my knowledge and experience and help other business owners become visible.
Yeah, well, you have adapted quickly, and there she is.
There I am. I mostly love Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn often, but I know the world is video. And so TikTok it's been a fun passion project during COVID. I think everybody took advantage of all the fun on TikTok. And now I've kind of turned it more into a business account and just helping people with tips and tricks on TikTok.
Yeah, well, I just love that. I mean, you're just kind of going with what's happening, helping people out, because everybody is kind of like a whirlwind trying to keep up with not only what's out there, but everything is changing constantly. I'll bet you have people come to you constantly and say, Kara, I thought I had it figured out. And then
Yeah.
Facebook just changed everything.
Yeah, that's, the biggest thing that we give people is like their time back and then their stress taken away, right? Because, oh my goodness, I feel like Instagram is changing every single day. I feel Facebook's okay, like they announce their changes, even though it's all owned by the same company. Whereas Instagram, you're surprised with the change, and then you're like, okay, let me figure it out. But business owners, they don't have time to figure it out. So that's usually why, they reach out or they just follow my account, because I try to keep up to date and let people know of anything that changes or any trends happening. So
yeah, that is great. You're right. We don't have time to keep up with everything and need experienced people. It's like our next guest who we're going to bring in the house, who's a good friend of yours and an amazing videographer from Salem, Oregon, Mr. Ian Koenig. How's it going, Ian?
Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good, good. You came out of the gates of life doing amazing things straight out of high school. I mean, you're 21 years old, right?
Yeah.
And
21.
you're already working with NFL teams, did something with the Super Bowl. I've already given it all away, but I'm going to let you tell everybody what you're really up to. Give us a snapshot of Ian.
Awesome. So my name is Ian Koenig. I'm the owner of Made by Ian Media, LLC. And what we do is we create content for businesses and individuals. And this really got started probably 5 years ago, back at McNary, when one of my buddies allowed me to join in with him on a media production program. Picked up the camera, taught me the editing software, and the rest was kind of history. After I graduated high school, I went and did 2 years at Shemeketa, where I liked going to school, but I found that I had already been making videos for 3-4 years now, finally getting to charge money, make a decent amount. And that was honestly what I wanted to do, and how much in a better position I could put my business if I were to focus my time there instead of school. I eventually made the decision to take a break, and we've been working with companies, US Market. We do all of their marketing. They're a convenience store chain with over 40 different stores. Been doing photography for Bentley's Coffee. Also getting to work as a contractor with Avalon Sports Group, which is a sports marketing agency in Buffalo, New York. And that's been an amazing experience. Gotten to work with some incredible athletes like Grady Jarrett, Jordan Poyer, Levi Wallace. And not only that, but getting to also work with these bigger brands that want to align themselves with these athletes has been phenomenal. So, but like Kara said, I think that our industry has kind of lead us in so many different directions, but just getting to work with basically across any different industry, basically whoever we kind of want to, has been phenomenal. So yeah.
And those athletes, Scott, you're muted. Scott, I know you're trying to say something.
There we go. I was going to say, we are just fascinated, Ian, by your football connection, because we are a football family here in the Smith household. We believe that every year has 4 seasons. There's the preseason, the regular season, and the postseason and the off season.
Exactly.
We don't like the off season that much, but we do have Madden. So, we're okay.
There you go.
And I know Russ and I have both watched Jordan Poyer live over at Reser Stadium when he was.
He's a Beaver. He's a Beaver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and we, of course, Scott and I both graduated in 1987, whoop, whoop, from Oregon State. And so we love the Beavers, but it's so amazing how you transfer that. Now he's with the Buffalo Bills. Some of those other players are with that team. And I think you're also working with other teams, but you got a chance to do a little something for the Super Bowl this year. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so basically Avalon does content for a company called Austin Air Purifiers, which also happens to be another company based in Buffalo. basically they make some of the best air purifiers out there. But they were using our athletes for content and which we were producing. I basically got to travel around with Avalon to different states to meet with these athletes and get to shoot them with this product. They ended up putting some marketing dollars towards the Super Bowl, where the content that we shot during that time, we shot some in Atlanta, over in Buffalo, some in Miami, and that content was the pictures I shot were displayed on billboards at the Super Bowl. So yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. And Kara, you have been able to work with Ian. It's amazing to have talent like that to work with, right?
Yeah, he came in and filmed some real. Oh my gosh, it's still the morning. I haven't even tapped into the donuts I brought into the studio.
I always have my water.
I don't even have coffee yet. I got up so early. A creative. I don't know, Ian, if you're an early morning person, but I'm not.
I'm usually a night owl, getting all the work done in the night.
Exactly. Like us creatives are not early morning people. So anyways, Ian has come in to our studio here and filmed me doing some educational reels for KC Creative. And that's been so fun. It's so funny. Like he just popped up out of not nowhere. Like we're both in Salem, the same city. And I'm just like, who is this? He is just incredible. And it has been so fun watching Ian's journey. We are a football household, but high school, my husband's a head football coach. And I'm like, I wonder if I can get Ian out on the field and take some video. Like they start practice today. So like, here we are, weightlifting,
Yeah.
But so yeah, I don't have help basically from 2 p.m. on for the rest of the season. It is just me.
Well, you got to love football. And Ian, you played a little football at McNary, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I played for all 4 years at McNary. I played the offensive line, defensive line. But I've been playing football probably since I was 9 years old, like 5th grade area. But honestly, just feel so blessed to be able to kind of continue to surround myself around sports. That's what I love. So just to be able to work around it is a dream.
Well, what's really cool is that my son may have played against you.
Really?
Yeah, when he was playing for Crescent Valley.
Okay. What year did he graduate?
He graduated just last year. Yeah.
Okay. So
maybe there was a crossover.
Maybe there was.
And Kara, where does your husband coach?
So he is Amity High School's new head coach this season.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. So he's been assistant varsity coach for the last 11 seasons at Blanchette Catholic.
Nice.
So it is his program now over at Amity. We're really excited.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is very exciting. And actually, let me not do that. There you go. Actually, we're doing producing on the fly in the background. There you go. Suddenly Ian's going, why am I on the screen? Football is such a great thing. Team sports just bring people together. And speaking of bringing people together, I love this whole community that we have built through social media, through live streaming, through all the great things we have at our fingertips. We were able to start this show during COVID, start other shows. There's so many great things you can do with video content, and people have been tuning in more to social media, right, Kara? Since they haven't had as much to do in person.
Yeah, especially it really came about when we realized we can work from home and successfully work from home. And then restaurants trying to be innovative as well as, anybody, when we had to close our doors. And that's when, I immediately started working with three restaurants right away when I started my business, because they were like, how do we get people to order takeout? They can't come in and eat. We need to be visible. Social media is not our forte. The restaurant industry is, right. And and so they need to focus on their operations. So yeah, it's been so fun to be able to tap into the social community. But now that we're opening back up, what I try to remind all of my clients and everybody who follows me is to not live inside the bubble of the digital world, not live inside social media. Like
Right.
Ian and I met through social media, but we took the opportunity, since we were local, to actually meet in person and just enjoy one another's company. And I think that's extremely important. We are human first. As much as I own a social media company, want everybody to be online and virtual, we need to connect outside of social media. And social media is only, like, we're all marketers. Social media is only one part of the whole marketing wheel, right? And if one thing is missing, then you have opportunity to fix that. But in-person connection, in-person marketing is just as important.
And
Yeah.
Kara, I love that you do the work in social media. There's a buddy of mine, a guy named Brian Fanzo, and he says social media turns handshakes into hugs.
I love that.
So when you do meet that person face to face after you've connected with them on social media, you have a different level of a relationship to start with. But one of the things that you talk about is the power of storytelling. And so social media isn't just about going, come to my store and buy this stuff, right? You really help us understand why we want to connect and why we want to use social media and how we can use it for our best.
We don't want to be
emotion.
salesy all the time. We don't want to be pushing product. We want to be relatable, whether your tone is fun or serious. We want other people to, what we've learned the last couple of years is we're all human and we would rather work with people. We want to see the people with your company. And yes, your product is great and beautiful or tastes delicious, but we want to see people. And I think Ian does a great job of humanizing his content that he shoots for people.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think, well, first of all, it's been a blessing for me to be able to have coffee with both of you at Isaac's downtown. Whoop, give a shout out for Isaac's. And no, it was great. Yeah, right across the street from Kara. Yeah, it was, it's just great. I mean, I love this. I love interaction that we're able to do this on video, but you're right. You got to do things in person. And Ian, you do really kind of give the personal touch to all the things you're doing in video. What are you really looking for in your creative video?
I mean, with the clients that I work with, like, I guess the approach that I take is like a very personal approach. I not only want them to be somebody who I work with, but like a friend as well, someone who's not afraid to speak up about maybe something that I did wrong. Someone who's not afraid to kind of really tell me what they want. But all in terms of like making videos and kind of humanizing that, I guess I just want to show people what they wish they had seen. So if they wish they had seen, or if I want them to see this, new convenience store remodel, I'm going to show them exactly, where it's at, exactly the changes that were made and everything like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you do great work too. And it's amazing to me. And, you're 21. Carrie, you're only 22, right?
We'll just keep it right there.
You look 22. We'll just go with that. But no, but I mean, it's amazing. You don't have to be old and have years of experience to do some amazing things. I've learned with my children, and my children are 31 and 29 now. Oh my goodness, can't believe that. But they are doing amazing off the charts things. And I learn from them all the time. And so what's interesting is we can learn from each other. And when I was joking with you, Kara, I want to be Kara when I grow up. It's true that I watch what you're doing and I think it's amazing. I watch what people are doing and I learn from that all the time. Who were some of your biggest influences, Kara, when you got started?
So I always say, and it's the same individual from my past career to now. And she was an educator. She, Mrs. Fanning, she was my high school hospitality and tourism. I actually took hospitality and tourism classes in high school. They were through Chemeketa Community College. Mrs. Fanning led the class. but she taught us with like empathy and sincerity, but passion to volunteer in our community, passion to do your job right if it's a paying job. And I've always taken her teachings into whatever I do. And she was just a life changer, and she was too humble to even accept my compliments to her, but she stayed connected even after high school. You know, she's delivered baby blankets to my kiddos when they were born. She will always be my number one mentor, role model, hands down. And I love being part of my community and volunteering, and honestly, her being my role model has helped with that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know, I was going to say that it's amazing for everybody watching there, what kind of influence you can have on the people around you. We are all leaders. We are all influencers. We're all making a difference one way or the other with the people around us. So critical to be thoughtful and intentional about what you do, because then you have people like Kara and Ian who have been influenced by people in their life to do these amazing things and have stepped out. I had a college professor too, probably the only professor I remember their name at Oregon State, Barbara Ellis, who was an amazing influence on me, Kara, just like you in all that I did. And Ian, who were some of the influences you had in video that you love to look up to?
I think 100% Jordan Epping. Jordan was somebody who I met, honestly, when I was in like third grade. He was a couple of years older than I was at the time. Eventually, we played and stuff, you know, in latchkey or whatever it was. But we had both grown up in Kaiser, went to Whitaker and McNary, and didn't really talk or hang out or honestly really see each other again. I didn't see him that much. Eventually in high school, we got put in the same class together. We reconnected, and not only was this guy an amazing friend, but he was a beast entrepreneur at the age of 14 as well. I genuinely feel just like hanging around him and getting to learn so much from him is a lot of the reason like who I am today. But he was really the guy that led me into that media production class. And after that, the list goes on. My teacher, Jason Heimerdinger, he was the media production teacher at McNary for forever. And he honestly just created the best work environment, so creative and open in this classroom. I really didn't want to leave. And so my senior year, basically, I was just in between CTech and McNary, basically making videos one day and then the next day basically learning about business over at CTech. And so also a huge kudos over to David Fox, the CTech business instructor. But yeah, lots of inspiration came from people online making videos, people who have never heard my name, and people, you know, who I get to work with every day. So there's a lot of people out there, but the list is long.
Yeah.
You know, I love that. You know, I love that. It's not just the technical expertise. It's that human connection, right? Just like Carrie, you were talking about, and Ian, you're talking about, and I know that both Russ and I have had individuals in our lives who, they had technical expertise. They may have been our football coach or an instructor or somebody that had technical skills, but really we learned more about life from them than we did about that technical subject.
Yeah. I think in football, especially, like the coaches that I had, not only were they like on me every single day just about like how we played, but it was really teaching us about life. And I also think that's why sports are so powerful. It's really cool, you know, to be involved in sports. The values that they can instill in people are crazy.
Yeah. Carrie, you were going to say something.
Ditto.
You had some wisdom there.
No, I don't know. I was just as well, you know, I love following individuals on social media and getting inspiration. And it is fun. I just this morning, one of my friends tagged me in a reel that she just posted last night on Instagram, and it's up to 23,000 views, and it's her best reel yet. And, she tagged Casey Creative and shared me and just thanked me for all of just my tips and tricks. And it's just things like you have inspirations, and then, like Russ was saying, that other people are following you and watching what you're doing, and realizing that you're also helping people succeed. And so that's the fun part, is just with social media, there's so many people out there that are doing amazing things, and that you can just follow them in a second.
Well, and that makes it so cool because there's so much we can learn every day. And I think we're all lifelong learners. So I'm learning all the time. I know that. So, hey, as we get close to wrapping things up here, I wanted to give you both a moment to give your last words, what you want people to remember, and then tell us how to get in touch with you. Kara, go ahead and go first.
To not stress yourself. The biggest thing, and I'll be quick, is talking about following influencers. I got deep into following these mega influencers, and then I started having imposter syndrome. Am I doing things right? Should I even do this? They're getting millions of views, thousands of likes. Like, am I even, am I valued? Will people pay for me? So I had to stop following all of them. It was getting unhealthy. So for a few months, I I unfollowed all these mega influencers and really focused on who I was, the services I was offering, and taking care of the people that are following me. It helps so much. Now I follow all the influencers and I have no issues, and it's so fun. And I get inspiration, but remember to take a step back and don't stress yourself. So how you can find me, Instagram is at Casey_creative LLC. You've got it right there. That's my personal page. You never know what you're going to get on my personal Instagram account. If you want to follow for business, it's the Casey Creative. At Kara Campuzano, I kind of break all the rules with social media. It's my one place where I can just do whatever. I don't care if a post only gets 2 likes. My personal account is my personal account, but it is public. So if you want to follow along, go right ahead. LinkedIn, I try to share industry updates.
That's so awesome. All right. Well, we have all that information for everybody right in the show notes and in the comments, as you saw. Ian, you're up.
Awesome. Ian Koenig. If I wanted you guys to know anything from this live stream before I left, honestly, it would just be the power of connecting with people. I feel like I've really gotten to where I am just because of the risks that I took, and the messages that I sent, the people I've met. But honestly, just to think about it, it comes back around full circle. Here I am sitting on this live stream with you guys, just from connecting online on social media. And not only that, but a lot of my clients, a lot of my jobs, that's where it comes from. And it doesn't just come to you. You've got to put some effort into it on your side. So that's one thing that I feel like a lot of people in creative industries take a step back after giving it a shot, is because they don't see the results right away. But to take those risks, to make those connections, and to do good work and to continue to learn, no matter how good you get. But the best way to connect with me is going to be over Instagram at madeby.ian. My LinkedIn is not currently updated. I just haven't been able to be on the app as much as I want to be. Been pretty busy, but I'd say Instagram is the best way to connect with me.
All right.
So Ian, I recommend that you hire Kara to take care of your social there.
There you go. There you go. That's a great idea. Great idea.
Just you always get great tips here on The Experience.
Ian, are you coming to our Young Pros program today?
I will be there. I will be there at 8:30.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, I wanted to highlight 2 things. First of all, Kara, the whole imposter syndrome thing. People need to take your advice. Quit focusing on people and comparing yourself, but really be intentional about taking care of the people that you can, that are in your audience, that are in your community, and really do your thing. And don't worry about other people, right? Just keep moving forward, do great things. And Ian, I want to remind everybody, people are just an email away. You and I had a long conversation through one email, and the path it took, you ended up doing video that was on the Super Bowl. Through one email and the path my son took, he was double Grammy nominated this year on the Grammy Awards. So it just takes one email, one message, reaching out to people, and amazing things can take place. And so I just want to thank you both, Scott and I do, for being here today. You guys are amazing, and we just appreciate you being on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's
It was
amazing.
great.
All right. Well, I'm going to send you all to the green room. Hang tight for just a second as we wrap it up, and we'll see you soon. All right.
All right. Well, another great experience. Just remarkable, folks. Inspiring stories, I think, from both Kara and Ian today.
Oh my goodness. I get so excited. You know, I kind of feel like I'm ready to burst with excitement every time from the great guests we are on and say, got to have Kermit in there before the show's over.
You know, I love that they're talking about creativity and being creatives. Everyone can be creative. You can be a creative CPA, not against the law, but I'm just saying that there's a level of elegance. And one of the things, just a quick story here, is that they did research on the brains of jazz musicians. They were looking at them in an MRI, and when they were being the most creative, there was a part of their brain that was actually turned off, and it was the part that essentially cared what other people think. And so, a tip for everyone: if you want to be more creative, just do your thing and don't worry about those influencers with millions of followers and hundreds of thousands of likes. Just do your thing, like Kara taught us.
That's right. That's right. And make sure to keep connecting in person, just like Kara and Ian are going to do this morning. And just like Scott and I are going to go out after this meeting to connect with people. But don't forget to come back and connect with us on the Experience Live Mastermind. You can go to russhedge.com or dscottsmith.com. That's at 10:30 every Wednesday. And if you want more information on it, just go to our websites, russhedge.com, dscottsmith.com, and we would love to give you more information, which is right there for you. And make sure and connect with us. All my connection links are on my website, to Scott as well. And we would love to really get to know you. You know, my goal this year is to connect with over 1,000 new people. So I hope you're one of them. And Scott, I'm going to give you the last word.
You know, I just see Chris Stone, and he was asking about that study. Chris, I will find in my archives, I will find the research paper on that and send it your way. Again, OWL, OWWLL.com, experts connecting up. Send me a message, a DM, reach out. I'll send you a code and you can get a $10 credit, talk to 10 experts for free, and ideally become an expert yourself on L. So that's new, and I'm excited about that. Russ, you are a great friend. Always happy to hang out with you, whether it's live, which is better, or here on video on the Experience.
Yes, we love it. Every day, every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Please join us on the Experience Live with Russ and Scott. And until we see you again, have a great day and a great life, and
enjoy the experience.
Thanks for tuning in to the Experience Live with Russ and Scott. If you enjoyed today's show, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or subscribe on YouTube. See you next time.